All right, what's up everybody? We're going to talk about the pit, or escape the pit. They've actually renamed the Ascent to escape the pit, which I think is a pretty good idea, more of a catchier name, that type of thing. And there's been some massive changes recently and some big changes that are still coming. First, let's check out this mastery vendor. Now we've only got the tank and ranger here, whereas before we had those other skill trees. And if we flick through the two, you'll notice that only on the bottom those two different ones change, otherwise all are the same. So this is kind of good because previously you couldn't choose thorns with your incendiary because they were in separate skill trees, if you want to call it that. So that's good. They've all put them together more or less with some sort of two different ones down the bottom here that are more specific to a ranger or a tank style of play. And one thing I didn't notice until just now is that, as you can see as I'm flicking through, we've got on ranger the poison ammo level 8, whereas if I flick onto tank it's level 7. And also, what have we got? Thorns there on level 4. We've got level 8 on ranger, so that's kind of interesting. We'll have a look over here at another thing. Also, we've got this prestige vendor. Prestige hasn't come out yet, but that is going to be absolutely awesome, so looking forward to that. There's another massive change, and that is this weapon vendor. Now if we have a look here, we've got our, pistols, shotguns, ARs, SMGs, melee weapons, explosives, that type of thing. So before, where you had specific weapons that you could choose, whether you were ranger or tank, you were restricted to those particular weapon types, and they would unlock depending on your level in the game. Now we've got this where you still choose a primary and a secondary weapon, but you can, pick anything in this list. So they've actually got rid of what was a pretty broken weapon in this game, and that was the arc lightning gun, which is a little bit unfortunate because it was a lot of fun, but it is what it is. It was a little bit broken. But yeah, we've got the hyperburst pistol, so you can upgrade that to level 5. The upgrade costs are pretty cheap. So I'm running the hyperburst pistol. Not really interested in shotguns. Haven't really haven't tested any of these at all. I have been running the Typhoon Blade for speed, just to move through the map a little bit quicker, and just relying on the hyperburst. And also been experimenting a little bit with the explosive repeater, which seems to be okay. I'm not exactly sure what the best loadout is. Probably the hyper and the typhoon if you want to speed run, or if you just want to survive, maybe the hyper and the grenade launcher perhaps, or maybe the repeater. But yeah, that is a huge change. Also, if you push the Q button, that will bring up this your scores, your stats, that type of thing, and you can actually you can click select gear, and then here you can choose whether you want to be ranger or tank, and then you can choose your weapon. So we'll choose this primary weapon, and then you can just flick through here. So I've only got the hyperburst and the tactical unlocked within that. I've got that, there's always one gun that's always unlocked at level 1. But as you can see there, the Typhoon Blade's been unlocked and the explosive repeater has been unlocked. So that is that. You can select your 2 guns there, and then if we go to tank, it'll have that same loadout, but I'm not too sure. Let's just change that to tactical. Let's just see if it changes for both. Tank, we got the tactical, and okay, yep, so they are definitely different. So that is interesting. So all in all, this game is really good. It's got even more potential once all of the prestiging comes out. There's going to be extra rooms for prestige. You're going to be able to get higher damage and that type of thing, maybe even speed buffs. So yeah, this game is going up and up, and they've put a lot of time and effort into this game, so I think you should definitely give it a play if you haven't already. Anyway guys, thanks for watching the video. I'll catch you in the next one.